Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about the left once again, going back to the segregation era, or going back to Nazi Germany. But then again, this is the left. They've been responsible for all of those things. So here we go. Dungeons & Dragons Fanatics website. You would think, well, they're going to show us the changes and do things like that. Well, yeah. But the changes are very, let's see, 38 seconds. No, I cannot say the word yet, but let's just say that it is very woke. I expected that from WOTC, but I did not expect for them to go full segregation and racial purity, but here we are. Right? I mean, here is one of the changes. No more half races. In the 2014 D&D rules, players could take on the half-elf, half-orc races. In the 2024 rules, however, these half races have been done away with. Instead, players able to choose between either the full elf or the new full orc. This again reflects a more modern sensibility on the part of Wizards of the Coast to do away with the concept of mixed heritages. Well, now this is interesting. It feels a bit more like we are dealing with people here who are into, yeah, I can say the word now, into racial purity, in that they really hate mixed race couples. This is interesting, very interesting. So they are into racial purity, DNA purity. I think this thing is getting way too close to the neo-Nazis, who actually do literally preach that there should be no race mixing. People have mocked their horseshoe theory quite a bit, but this is what more evidence that horseshoe theory is actually true? Say this! Holy shit, but then again, this is Wizards of the Coast. He gave us wheelchair accessible dungeons and wheelchairs as god items. Oh, for the love of God! See, this is what happens. What happens when you literally do not gatekeep your hobby. This is what happened when you let that danger hair freak into your hobby. This is exactly what happened. This is why you need to gatekeep. If you actually told the danger-haired nose-ring freak to shut off, or sod off, or fuck off, this wouldn't be happening. We will still have had our Dungeons and Dragons, but no, you try to be nice. You try to be, oh my god, you just want to play a little bit like us. Yeah, this is what happened. You should have told those tourists to fuck off. Now they changed Dungeons & Dragons to such a level that I don't even recognize. The half-elf, half-orc has been on Dungeons & Dragons since I can remember. Has been for a very long time. But with them doing this is just sickening. It's just borderline... No, wait. It's literally retarded. I was going to say borderline retarded, but I realized this thing here is actually very retarded. It's like smelling your own farts and thinking they smell like roses retarded. But before we continue, it is a trailer.
We are few. We are God's chosen knights. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby. Yeah. Right. So we are once again back to segregation era. We're back again to racial purity. Haven't you noticed how the left has been and utterly is very racist? I mean, classism, racism, and anti-Semitism is the triangle, the trifecta that unites the left and the woke idiots. They are literally goddamn fucking disgusting for even doing something like this. What's the deal with racial purity now? What the fuck is wrong with these people? If there were, I mean, they are trying to also, as if you note, I think you've noticed, in which they try to, well, make people not use other people's culture, as in, they say that it is cultural appropriation. And that is a sickening. Because cultural appropriation, as they use the definition, is the very definition of creating new culture. How do you think blues became a thing? How do you think rock became a thing? How do you think, I don't know, hip-hop became a thing? How do you think, for instance, the suits, the Japanese and their culture also became a thing on the West as well? It's cultural exchange. It's people taking the best bits, mixing it with other, and creating something new. This is what happened. This is what people can create. It's new culture, it's new things. Jazz is another very good example of something that mixed one part of the culture with another culture, mixing up European culture with classic music, etc., the singing, or even the other stuff, mixed with a little bit of African culture and gave us jazz. This, my friends, this is cultural exchange. Interbreeding, exchange of information. This is important. I mean, obviously I'm preaching to the choir here, but good God, I'm so sick and tired of these fucking neo-Nazis. And I mean that in the proper definition of the word, because these people are anti-Semites, are racist, and they don't want racial intermixing. But if you think that Wizards of the Coast finished off with that retarded nonsense, well, you will be sorely wrong. And it is how they go about it, how they change the words around. So, for instance, the left in the 60s called it colored people. The left today, on 2020s, they call it people of color. Do you see how they change the words around to mean the exact same thing and still be filthy racists? Well, the same thing happened here. Race is now species. In the new 2024 Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules, the term races is no longer used. Notably, this applies not only to the player's handbook, but also the new 2024 Dungeon Master's Guide and the new 2024 Monster Manual, as well as future game materials from Wizards of the Coast. Notably, many third-party publishers of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition materials have also confirmed they'll be using this terminology in their own content. Yeah. Here we see another example of colored people, people of color. Do you see how they change the words a little just to mean the exact same thing and still keep goddamn fucking being racist, and then call the other side who tells you, dude, you're being racist. Racist? Yeah. See? This is the exact same thing. The left is very good at weaponizing hypocrisy and projecting. That, my friends, is what I can give it to them. They are very good at that. I don't think I can deal with hypocrisy the way they do it, or how they actually weaponize it, or how they project it on other people. I don't think I possibly can. I mean, it's sickening, to say the least, and it's sad. I mean, I am somebody from the 90s, somebody who actually believed in equality of people, given the same outcome, everybody can do the same thing. Obviously, there's levels of intelligence, some people are more apt to certain things than others, but still, it'll be the same thing. I believe in equality, not equity, as these people believe in. Not these idiots here who are goddamn fucking racists. God. It's disgusting, really. But, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck these people. And if you do it, do wear a condom. You don't want their STD on you. Especially the type of retardedness that it gives to people. You saw it here. Yeah. So, goodbye.